Okay, we are back. I said I was going to go chat up the crew, but I got to think about it. Tally's already said her final piece. Garrus has said his final piece. Ash, they've all said their final piece, except for perhaps Liara. Yeah, let's go check in with Liara. She may have one more thing to say. Oh, in fact, she's going to talk. We need to ask her about her mother. In Mass Effect 3, when she meets her father, if you bring her on that mission, on the Noveria mission, her dialogue is different than if you don't. But I think it played well to this Shepard here to not trust her. This Shepard is mission focused, and there was a possibility that Liara could endanger the mission, so she wasn't going to allow that to happen.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
In the end, maybe she's better off now.
Maybe. She was a good person once, before she was twisted by Sovereign's power. Better to remember her as she used to be.
I blame Saren, and if I were you, I'd want revenge.
We have enough reason to stop Saren. I do not need to add revenge to the list. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
I like talking with you, Liara, no matter what the subject.
Then let us talk about you. Are you okay?
What do you mean?
You need to take care of yourself, Commander. The crew relies on you for leadership. It can be a heavy burden.
I've got broad shoulders.
I have no doubt about that. But can they carry the weight of an entire galaxy? If we don't stop Saren... No, never mind. I'm sorry, Commander. The last thing you need is someone constantly reminding you of how grim things are. Is there anything else you would rather talk about?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
I don't think I've actually heard that dialogue before. It's because I usually, if I'm going to do dialogue with Liara, it's because I'm going to romance her. Otherwise, I just skip talking to her.
Boy, am I glad to be off of Noveria. I don't know which was worse, the cold or the corporations. One will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, Commander.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
With all due respect, I wonder if that's a FemShep specific line, or if that applies to the Broshep as well. Again, I have never done anything except the Rolex syndrome dialogue with Joker before. I haven't gone up and found out about his post-mission comments before. So that was new to me. Alright, we are going back to the Citadel. We don't have much choice here. I'll get cutscened into going to the Citadel.
I forwarded the mission update to the Citadel, Commander. We got confirmation on those reinforcements. Ambassador Udino wants us to report back to the Citadel. The Council's massing a joint species fleet to deal with Saren and his gap.
Took them long enough. Back to the Citadel, Joker. I want the Normandy at the head of that fleet.
Yes, ma'am.
Good job, Shepard. Thanks to you, the Council's finally taking real action against Saren.
The Ambassador is correct. If Saren is foolish enough to attack the Citadel, as you believe, we will be ready for him.
Patrols are stationed at every mass relay linking Citadel space to the Terminus systems.
I think all three say the same thing. My guess that'd be...
You think a blockade's gonna stop him? He's on Ilos looking for the conduit right now. What are you doing about that?
Ilos is only accessible to the Mu relay, deep inside the Terminus systems, Commander. If we send a fleet in there, the only possible outcome is full-scale war.
Now is the time for discretion, Commander. Saren's greatest weapon was secrecy. Exposed, he is no longer a threat. This is over.
Secrecy isn't his greatest weapon. The conduit is.
Saren is a master manipulator. The conduit is just a distraction from his real plan to attack the Citadel.
If Saren finds the conduit, we're all screwed. We have to go to Ilos.
Ambassador Udina, I get the sense Commander Shepard isn't willing to let this go.
There are serious political implications here, Shepard. Humanity's made great gains thanks to you, but now you're becoming more trouble than you're worth.
You bastard! You're selling us out!
It's just politics, Commander. You've done your job, now let me do mine. We've locked out all the Normandy's primary systems until further notice you're grounded.
Nobody stabs me in the back, Udina. Nobody.
I think it's time for you and your team to leave, Commander. This no longer concerns you. The Council can handle this, with my help, of course.
And here is the problem with not having a romance.
Commander, I've got a message from Captain Anderson.
What did he want?
Only said to meet him in that club in the wards. Flux.
Nobody to come and keep you company.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Haven't used an ash in forever. What about Liara? Liara. Ashley. Nah, I don't think so. What about your... Oh, well, that sucks. I don't think she needs a medical. Get rid of some of this crap. How much energized plating do I have? I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. 23% on top of that is 86%. Should be fine. You've only got a 7, Ash? Really? I didn't give you a 10? Well, here's a 10, Ash. You don't need that. And you don't need that. If I was going to give you one, I'd give you that. And that. And for this, I think I'm going to give you that. Alright. Cool. What about this thing? I'm sure I have a 10. Yes, I do. And you don't need that. Where's some 10? There we go. I even gave you a nice pistol, Ash. My god. Oh, that looks horrible. I want a red or a black one. Alright. Let's go. Let's go.
All this violence sometimes catches me by surprise. I imagine that your military training prepared you for it, Chief Williams.
Trying to take down a rogue Spectre and his army of synthetics? No, they didn't cover this in basic.
Why not? Seems like basic training must be really behind the times, man. It's about time basic got caught up.
Hello, Commander.
Show me what you got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. That would be slightly better than what Garrus has now, but I don't care. Whatever. Oh, you don't have a 10 assault rifle. Why not? Whatever. I don't know why you don't have a 10 assault rifle. Where did I... Maybe on Novaria is where I scored some nice stuff. I think it was for Tally. I scored a Colossus 10 once on Novaria. From the, from Opold. Let's go to market. Nothing. Nothing. Really? Seriously? You done all your dialogue? Is that it? Try one more time. Nope, it's all done.
Welcome back, Earth Clan.
Show me what you've got.
Yep. Yeah, screw it. I'm not even bothered. Okay. Sure.
Excuse me. You're the Spectre, right? Commander Shepard, it is an honor to speak with you.
You obviously wanted to speak to me.
I'm Charles Saraceno of the Terra Firma Party. With Armistice Day coming soon, we're making our voices heard by the alien appeasers on the Presidium. Can I count on your support in the next election?
You're marking the end of the First Contact War with a protest.
As we have every year for the last 26 years. The war taught humanity a lesson that some would forget. If we don't stand up for ourselves, no one else will.
I thought the lesson of the First Contact War was that there's other life in the galaxy and they have opinions too.
Perhaps so, Commander. But if aliens feel free to express their opinions at gunpoint, why shouldn't we?
We should, but you're looking for a reason.
I disagree. We have a backlog of grievances the aliens have ignored, starting with Shanxi.
Were you at Shanxi? If not, shut your pie hole.
It's not worth getting angry over, Chief.
Right. I read you, Skipper.
What are you running for?
I'm seeking one of the 5 spacer seats in Parliament. Certain Baroque conditions for a citizen to be able to vote for them. You have to spend more than 6 months a year in space, but you can't have stayed in any one settled system for more than a month. You do spend most of your time in space, Commander.
I don't know terra firma's platform. What do you stand for?
Our core value is that Earth must stand firm against alien influences. Politically, culturally, and in the worst case, militarily.
It's a noble goal. Too bad so many of your supporters are just racists.
I can't deny that some of our supporters have extreme views, but our platform is also supported by economists, sociologists, and medical professionals.
What? Maybe they're right. Who? What? What? I don't know what that means. I have no idea. Maybe the racists are right. Maybe the sociologists are right. I don't know. I have no clue. Who is they? I have no idea who they is.
But you don't do anything to curtail the racist comments of your members.
Of course not, Commander. Whether I disagree with them or not, they have the right to express their opinion.
Sorry, I believe we need to work peacefully with other races.
We've heard that before in human history. Well-meaning naivete leads to declarations of peace in our time. We can't allow anything like Shanxi to happen again. I don't suppose I could convince you to issue a public statement of support for my candidacy. The support of the first human Spectre would be invaluable.
Didn't we already ask about Shanxi? I'm pretty sure we did.
The occupation of Shanxi couldn't happen again. We weren't even sure there were aliens to garrison against back then.
It's still a powerful symbol, Commander. Shanxi is the only human territory ever occupied by an alien species.
You have the right to your opinion, Mr. Saraceno, but with all due respect, I disagree with it.
I understand. I'm glad you support the democratic process, at least. Thank you for your time, Commander. Remember terra firma on Election Day, because terra firma remembers you.
Earth first! No blood for aliens!
Pardon me, soldier. Could I take a moment of your time? Soldier, I've got a major situation, and I need help from somebody with humanity's interests at heart.
It's Commander, actually. What do you want?
Of course, right to business. That's why humanity has the best damn fleet in the galaxy. My name is Elias Keeler. I'm an alliance negotiator. We've got a big session coming up with the Solarians. You wouldn't believe what's riding on this. I'm fighting for humanity on this one, just like you are.
I don't remember seeing you hip deep in Geth back on Eden Prime.
I'm not on the front lines, but I'm making sure our jobs don't get outsourced to the aliens. I need every edge I can get. Specifically, I need a certain mental stimulant. It's legal, but restricted. I've purchased the monthly limit, and I need more from the medbay.
What exactly is this stimulant?
Oh, I don't know the medical terms, but it increases mental capacity, short-term recall, that sort of thing. It helps me stay focused, and it keeps me sharp. Nothing gets by me when I'm on it.
If you know the monthly limits, why'd you go over them?
The negotiations were supposed to be last week, but the Solarians stalled it, probably deliberately. If I don't get the stimulant, I'll be a wreck. My assistant will take over, and that would be a disaster.
Is your assistant incompetent or just inexperienced?
Worse, he's an alien sympathizer. My assistant wants to bend over backwards for the Citadel races. He wants to show them we're reasonable. No race will respect us until we show them who's in charge. That's what it took with the Turians. Yeah, forget my assistant.
Why is this deal so important?
The Solarians want to set up long-term trade agreements. There are billions of credits at stake. If I don't get the drug, my assistant will take over and mess up the whole deal. It would be a disaster.
You just said that.
You should put some trust in your assistant. Didn't you train him?
My assistant wants to bend over backwards for... No race will respect us until we show them who's in charge. That's what it took with the Turians. Yeah, forget my assistant.
Keeler, you've got a problem. You need to get treatment.
It might look that way from the outside, but this is just a one-time slip-up. All the top negotiators are on stimulants close to the legal limit. It's the way the game is played.
I'll see what I can do, but I can't guarantee anything.
I understand. And I'll pay you back for it. And I can even throw in a little extra. Thanks for your help. Like I said, you can find the stimulant over in the med bay.
I don't know if this is probably not in character for this Shepard, but I just have fun doing this. I think once I was forced into doing it because I didn't have enough charm or intimidate points.
Yes, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
Let me take a look at what you have for sale.
Of course.
Any luck getting what I asked for?
Here. This should take care of all your problems.
Perfect. The Solarians will never see me coming. Here, this is for your trouble. What is... This isn't the stimulant. What did you give me?
Humanity doesn't need drug addicts negotiating important deals. Get some rest.
You bastard! You set me up, alien-loving scum.
I've already talked to you about this place, Ash. My last time dancing on the Citadel. Alright. Get a nice little dance in. There you are. Before I do that, I want to check 3 bars in a little bit. Renegade. 2 bars in a little bit. Sentinel. Paragon. Alright, fine. That's cool.
I'm glad you came, Shepard. I heard what happened.
The Normandy's been grounded.
I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to warn you, but there was no way to get a message to you before you docked. I know you're pissed off right now, but you can't give up. They all think this is over, but we both know it's not. You have to go to Ilos. You have to stop Saren from using the conduit.
There's only one ship that can get me into the Terminus systems undetected, and she's grounded.
Citadel controls locked out all the Normandy's systems, but if we override the Ambassador's orders, we can get them to bring the Normandy back online. You can be in the Terminus systems before anyone even knows you're gone.
What's the plan?
I can unlock the Normandy from one of the consoles in the Citadel Control Center. You'll have a few minutes before anyone realizes what happened.
That is a restricted area patrolled by armed guards. How are you going to get in?
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're in the Normandy when the systems come back online.
There's got to be a better way.
Ambassador Udina issued the lockdown order. If I can hack into the computer in his office, maybe I can override it.
He's not gonna let you waltz into his office and use his computer.
Hopefully he won't be there. If he is, I'll just have to think of something.
Udina won't let this slide, Captain. You'll be charged with treason, a capital offense.
We don't have a lot of options. I break into the Ambassador's computer. or I take my chances with the patrols in Citadel control.
You'll have a better chance if you go after the Ambassador's computer.
I was hoping you'd say that. The Ambassador has made this personal. You ready to get the hell off this station, Commander?
Let's do it.
I'll take care of the lockdown. You get down to the Normandy and tell Joker to stand by.
I don't see the difference between ready and not ready, because it's not like it suddenly cutscenes you back to the Normandy. You're still free to roam around the Citadel, and the only way off is to tell them you're ready. I don't know, don't get it. Alright. Well, we ain't got nothing left to do here anyway. We're all done. Had my last dance. And now we're heading out to Ilos. Game is getting close to the end now, finally. I mean, main reason I play ME1 is to set up for ME2 and 3. The Genesis comic just does not cut it.
In remembrance of Eden Prime, we present another Profile in Courage with serviceman Nirali Bhatia. A devoted wife and talented chef, Serviceman Bhatia joined the Alliance military under the Deferred Education Plan. After finishing her service, Bhatia planned to open a restaurant. Instead, she gave her life protecting the colonists of Eden Prime. For more Profiles in Courage, or to explore opportunities in the military, please visit the Alliance military on the extranet. Keyword, courage.
Now, if I'd chosen to give her wife, Samesh, Nirali's body back, he would send me an email in ME2 about the restaurant he had opened. But since I didn't, I'm not going to get that email. That's okay. Oh, and just in case you've never sent Udina to wherever the control place or something, he gets there, ends up getting shot. But then he shows up just fine afterwards, so I mean, apparently everything works out.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Sorry, Ash.
Decontamination in progress.
Didn't find you any armor.
Anderson, what are you doing here? I didn't send...
Let's go. Get us out of here, Joker. Now.
Alright. Next up, Ilos. Until then, however,